Hello. So I thought I'd offer a more comprehensive update. The first thing I'll point out is that due to the stroke, I, I have like a neurological feedback that causes these weird hiccups, and they can get to a point of being pretty debilitating. I can't talk or get to sleep, and they interrupt everything. So there's that. As a result of these hiccups, they're causing damage to my eardrum because of the constant sucking in of air that's causing pressure, and it dries out my throat, and it makes it hard to communicate. And worst of all, it makes it hard to eat. After every meal, I go through a couple of hours having to fight these things, these hiccups, because they make me want to regurgitate. So that's tough. The other part of what's going on is I get constant headaches. And my whole head, the right side in particular, the whole right side of my head will hurt unbearably, and I get like spikes, like ice spikes in various locations that make me cringe, and so that's tough. On top of that, the whole right side of my body, my right hand, my right rib cage, and down to my leg, which is the worst. Doesn't They don't cooperate, making it impossible to walk or interact with objects, because my hand doesn't want to comply. It doesn't want to do what I need it to do. Yeah, so this has been a bit of a shit show. Those are my complaints. Now, on top of that, I am working really hard to overcome these challenges, and there has been progress. I've mostly managed to get my eyes to focus on what I need to see and read. Like the posts on Facebook has been a really excellent exercise to get my eyes to focus. I tend to have to block my right eye because it's the right side of me that's fucked up, and so this guy doesn't want to comply, so I just block it, and I read with my left eye, and that works well. As you can tell my voice is ruined right now, and that's due to the hiccups. For one, because it dries up my throat and it contorts it and shapes it in a way that makes it difficult to speak normally. But then, because the right side of me is broken, the right the right side of my throat is also not enabling me the strength to actually have a voice. Sometimes I can squeeze it to try to fake the strength and pressure necessary to get my voice back, but this isn't a way to this isn't a way to live and communicate. So I'd rather just roll with what I have. So yeah, in terms of how this happened, it's been a mystery for the doctors here because I didn't live a lifestyle of risk of a stroke. I don't smoke. I don't drink a lot of alcohol, like not in excess. I didn't eat a lot of charcoal meat. I didn't do any heavy drugs like methamphetamines and things that can directly affect your neurological processing. So the stroke is very much a mystery that due to my age and my lifestyle. So they've been searching my heart a lot, putting tubes down there, doing, I guess you'd call it sonograms, so they can like map it out, and they've found things of interest that they think could have led to it. So that's good to have a connection. Although they admittedly are not convinced that that is necessarily the cause. So it's still in the air of what could have caused this. So I'm going to be going to a rehabilitation center probably later today. It's 5:30 in the morning right now. So we're going to hear back about that. And hopefully while I'm there, they can, number one, get me walking. I have to walk again. I have no choice. I've got to walk. And maybe they might be able to dial down these hiccups that's affecting my speech pattern. Although, honestly, I admit it's kind of a last resort. I think people can deal with this. Even in a professional field, they can. If I'm mostly typing emails, I can get most of my correspondence done. And anybody that's speaking with me directly, they can just have the patience and the tolerance to deal with my speech pattern. I don't give a shit. Just so long as I can convey myself and get the job done. But I have to be able to see and read the displays, and I have to walk. I have to walk. So those are my priorities. Anyways, that's my update for anybody who's interested. Thank you.